Project.
Winter, these mountains are hard places in which to live. Temperatures drop, and the land can overnight be covered by a blanket of snow. For many, it's best to keep a low profile. Here's one of the deadliest poisons here. In the mouth of a predator, it can cause respiratory failure, convulsions, and death. But there's more to this story than meets the eye. The story of poison in color continues where the stakes are even higher, and poison is the key to survival. For protection, to dominate rivals, and to find a partner. For them, life is poisoned. So its color is a very clear message. Eat me, and you'll regret it.
Alright, welcome to Jason Bourne's How to Poison Guide. Welcome in, we're going to find out how poison has changed. So let's start off with the basics. It is a consumable item that applies a debuff on a player for about 30 seconds. Now you're probably wondering, what does this debuff do? Well, it causes the player to instantly lose 100 maximum health, hunger, and warmth. You will be notified when you do lose those stats. Each time a player vomits, they will lose 100 of their current warmth and hunger. Alright, so you're probably wondering, how do I get my hands on some of this poison? Well, poison is a craftable item that can be found in crates or trader crates. It can also be crafted at the cooking bench by combining one herb and one fuel. Alright, you're probably wondering, why do I keep throwing up? Well, let's look into how you do get poisoned. First of all, it can be consumed directly or applied to other consumable items or interactable objects. Those interactable objects include hatches, bodies, crates, consoles, and objectives. However, as for the consumables, you can only poison the cooked animal meat, cooked berries, cooked heart, pot pies, medkits, or drinking poison directly. Now there are a few objects in the Project Winter world that cannot be poisoned. And those include the escape vehicles and interactable objects in and around the cabin. For instance, the outhouse, the bonus challenge board, the radio, the workbenches, and the storage chest. You will always be safe interacting with those. One last point here for how to get poisoned. The poison crossbow can be crafted and will apply the poison debuff instantly. However, this does not affect your maximum stats and will only cause the player to instantly vomit. Now, if you're probably wondering about the newest patch, you're right. Poison has changed. When poison is not consumed directly from the bottle, the poison effect will be delayed now, with the exception of the poison crossbow. Now, if you are poisoned, a timer will appear above your head that is only visible for your poisoner. This timer usually starts between 90 and 120 seconds. If you do consume or interact with multiple poison objects, the timer will decrease by 20 to 30 seconds for each instance, but they will not add additional losses to your stats when the timer does expire. Just some quick information here regarding how it interacts with your inventory. The bottle of poison is stackable up to 3 times in a single slot. Due to this new update, poison items will now stack with unpoisoned items in other players' inventories. Now you're probably asking yourself, how do I recover from being poisoned so much now? Well, let's look into that. First of all, to avoid poison altogether, you can craft a trap disarm kit, which will remove the poison from interactable objects. However, this does not work on food. Another method is to use a medkit. The medkits can remove the delayed poison timer and the activated poison, but it will not recover your stat loss. To recover your stat loss, you'll want to have a pot pie. This is the best way to recover from this, but they can only be used up to 5 times. For each pot pie consumed, your health will be fully recovered, regardless of how many times you've been poisoned. However, your hunger will only recover 1 instance of poison, and your warmth will only recover half an instance of poison. So there is a limit on how much hunger and warmth you're able to recover from being poisoned. Health, on the other hand, you could be missing 500 health, and it will instantly recover all of it up to 1,000 health. Energy drinks are another way to recover from the stat loss, but most of the time, they are very role dependent. You may be wondering how poisoned items have changed in this last update. Well, they now all act as intended. Your food will now restore hunger. Your pot pies will still cure poisons. Your medkits will still heal your health. Previously, this was not the case. These all instantly poisoned you, and none of the positive qualities took effect. Now, the pot pie, you will still receive a timer even though it restores your stats. And as for medkits, this will still cure your active poison. However, if you are not currently poisoned at the time, you will now be affected by the delayed poison. Alright everyone, I think that's poison completely covered. If there's any other points you'd like to point out in the comment section, please leave a comment below. I hope you found this helpful, and once again, thanks for watching.